What's happening? Okay, so I just finished a workout. Quick one in the process of moving. I know you haven't seen me for a very long time, and I feel super shitty for not being able to maintain and keep up my own quota for uploading videos. It's taken a very big turn for the decline. But I digress. I'm in the process of moving. Like me and my fiance, the two boys, we are moving down to Welland in about a week. In a week today, we will be starting to move, and we will be situated in June 1st in our new place. So hopefully, with the change of job and change of location, I'll be able to dedicate. I will make a commitment to dedicate much more time to providing value to my fellow powerlifters and my fellow athletes who are suffering through chronic pain. Now, I just finished a workout and bumped into one of my clients who is who's powerlifting. His main focus is to get super strong, build some muscle, look aesthetic as fuck. But yeah, so I got him on a higher frequency squatting and benching program, higher frequency than what he's used to. So he's squatting twice a week, benching twice a week, deadlifting twice as well, with accessories that are focused on building muscle. Now, I bumped into him and he was just giving me a little recap, a little summary of his lifting session yesterday. I wanted to talk about his squat. Now, he felt very confident during the warm-up. The prescription, or what I programmed for him, was to do a weekly max. Now, I'll discuss about weekly, daily mins and maxes and such, but just to get to the point, he was supposed to do a heavy single, a PR if he can, but not a crazy PR of any kind, just something that he hasn't done in a while, or if he feels good to attempt a PR, then he attempts a PR without minimal to no hype or intensity. Just add extra weight to the bar and make an attempt. Now, he felt confident, and he asked me that despite that he failed, and the fact that he was very sure that he would have been able to make the lift, he wanted to know how he should contextualize the event or what happened. So his previous set, his last working set was 150 kilo, 155 kilo, and he was sure that he can hit 160. So he loaded the bar for it, and sure enough, he didn't hit it. He went to his typical sticking point, tried to grind it out, but no cigar. So he asked me how he should feel about it, which is interesting because however you're allowed to feel the whatever you're initially going to feel. Feelings are a reflex. It's a natural, thing that occurs. Just like pain is a natural thing that occurs over time based on the experiences that you've gone through. So same thing with your feelings. So he asked me how he should take it, and I told him, I was like, you know what? You thought it was good. You made the attempt, and it wasn't good. So I told him, as a learning curve or something to do in the future, is that I want you to get better. This is for you as well. When you are programming, when you're training for a particular event, for a powerlifting meet, you want to grind the least amount as possible leading up to the meet. Grinding does not help in terms of getting better at a certain lift. Grinding in itself as a skill is good to have, good to be able to do it, but you don't want to get comfortable doing it in every session. So I told them, one, when you feel that you are, first off, when you're doing a high frequency program, you don't want to be grinding multiple times in a week. So that's the one thing. So I told them, two, if you feel that you are not going to make the lift, and you know, and this is, if you don't know, this is what you need to get better at. You need to get better at knowing when the lift is a dud, or if you have to put X amount of effort to make that lift happen. If you have to put X amount of effort all the time to get the lift, to make the lift, you're spending too much energy. You're going to create extra fatigue for yourself. You can potentially injure yourself. You increase the chances that your next working set or your next workout, your next session is going to be not as productive as it could have been as if you were to just miss on purpose. So I explained to him that you don't want to really grind through it if this is one of what you know you can do. If you're feeling the grind, just miss, just drop the weight, or putting it down with the safeties. So he started feeling to himself. He started doubting, thinking that I should have gotten this this attempt. Am I regressing? Am I doing worse? Am I doing whatever? You know what? Maybe today just wasn't that day. It was just probably heavy, or you might have missed group. I didn't see the video yet. I just bumped into him, and then he told me about it, and he sent the exercise to me, or sent me the video. But I told him that it could have just been not your day today, and that's fine. Just move on. Don't dwell on it. You made an attempt. That's it. The better you can get at gauging the completion of an exercise or the completion of an attempt successfully, the more longevity you're going to have in the gym without injuries. I'll say that again, probably in a different way. The better you become at gauging the completion of an attempt and determining whether you should push through or just miss, increases the longevity you have without injuries and progression in the gym. So I explained to them that even for myself, when I was squatting 5 days a week for 7 months, seeing gains all over left, right, and center, there were times where I would attempt a PR of some kind or just a really heavy weight on a Tuesday and miss it because I just immediately, I'm not even trying, I immediately go up, I feel a resistance, I feel a block, and I just drop it or miss. And then the next day I would do the same thing and it would just fly up. That's the beauty of high frequency training, is that you never really know when that day is going to be the day where you actually hit a PR or you fly with the weight. The purpose of the high frequency training is to become an expert on lifting heavy and learning your body in those environment and in those circumstances. So for yourself, when you are making an attempt, whether if it's a PR or just a regular working set, if you find that the first rep or second rep is going to be a major grind, you're better off not doing it, honestly. If it's once in a while, you just want to do for the sake of doing it, and you've gotten extremely good at knowing if an injury is going to come up or not, then go for it. Do it. Have fun with it. I do that all the time. Sorry, I lie. I don't do it all the time. If I'm going to be grinding on a machine exercise, on a stable exercise, go for it. That's fine. Doesn't have to be all the time. But if you're doing it on a bench press or a squat or a deadlift, there's a time and a place to grind. And more often than not, you don't want to be grinding. Cool. That's all I gotta say.